Hello, students. So today we are going to look at a poem, Anne Jennifer Tigers. It's in the Flamingo textbook. So last chapter in the Flamingo textbook from the poetry side. Okay. So Anne Jennifer Tigers was written by Adrienne Rich. She was born in 1929 and she was died in 2012. She was an American poet, and she's considered to be America's foremost public intellectual. Then her poetry or her essays often portrayed the feministic point of view, like women and their troubles. Then she was against racism and military ruling. So all these kind of things has influenced her working, and you can see all those themes throughout her works. So Anne Jennifer's Tigers is about a woman, Anne Jennifer, and her problems within the married life. So she is suffering in the married life, and how a woman experiences her married life and what all things she has to suffer. So that is the like underlying theme in this poem. Okay, so we will go straight to the poem. This poem was first published in her collection of work, Adrienne Rich's collection of work, which was titled A Change of World, and it was published in the year 1951. So this poem was published in 1951. So the first stanza, Anne Jennifer's tigers prance across a screen, bright topaz, denizens of a world of green. They do not fear the men beneath the tree. They pace in sleek, chivalric certainty. So the poet is talking about a woman, elder than her. The poet is calling this woman aunt. We call women older than us auntie. So in America, it's not auntie, it's aunt. And the aunt's name is Jennifer. So Aunt Jennifer's tigers prance across the screen. It's not that Aunt Jennifer is not bringing up a tiger or she does not have a tiger as a pet, but what is she doing is that she is, stitching something, or she is knitting something. So across the screen portrays is a symbol for a canvas. So it can be a tablecloth, it can be a curtain, it can be anything, but she's stitching onto this cloth a tiger. So tigers are, an animal with lots of grace and elegance and beauty. So they're prancing, they're roaming freely across this canvas that Aunt Jennifer has provided for them. Bright topaz, denizens of a world of green. So bright topaz, topaz is a gemstone. So tigers, they are kind of yellowish golden color. So they look like this bright topaz, bright color gemstone. Denizens are residents of a world of green. So residents of a world of green in the sense, in the forest. So it's their natural habitat is in the forest. So they are prancing around without a care in the world. They are just enjoying their life in the greenery of the forest. They do not fear the men beneath the tree. So they are not afraid of the men who are coming to their land, because for them those men doesn't matter. They pace in sleek chivalric certainty. So they are moving in a very elegant, smooth kind of a gentlemanly, certain life. So for them, they know what is going to happen to them. They know what their life is all about, and they don't have a care in the world. So they are moving in a very soft and smooth, elegant, graceful, gentlemanly fashion. So here, if you check screen, green, tree, certainty. Yeah, so screen and green, you can say they rhyme with each other. Tree and certain T, so that E sound at the end, they rhyme with each other. So there is rhyming in this thing. And here the tigers, they are not alive tigers. These are just Anne Jennifer's needlework. So Anne Jennifer is trying to stitch something which is totally different from her life. Okay, so the tiger does not is not a symbol of her life. It's something totally different. It's the kind of life that she wants, but she can never have. Now let's look at the second stanza. Anne Jennifer's fingers fluttering through her wool find even the ivory needle hard to pull. The massive weight of Uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. So here you can see that Aunt Jennifer's fingers fluttering through her wool. Now, fluttering is the kind of sound which is made when wings are moving in a rapid fashion. So if you observe pigeons and all, when they move really fast, their wings sort of move very fast, and it makes this fluttering sound. So it's onomatopoeia, sound word. And she even finds to hard to pull the ivory needle which she is working on, because she is very scared, she's very afraid, she's very scared, she is very frightened, terrified of her life. So she does not even have that mental courage to pull the needle hard enough to do the stitching. The massive weight of Uncle's wedding band. So Uncle is Aunt's husband. So obviously, so the poet is addressing Aunt Jennifer's husband as Uncle. So the massive weight of Uncle's wedding band, the huge weight of the wedding ring that Uncle has given to her, that sits heavily upon Jennifer's hand. So that is very heavy on her finger, on her hand. So she is unable to do anything further in her life. So the wedding band is kind of a symbol of the kind of life that she is having with this uncle. So she is not happy. She is going through this unhappy married life. So, in this stanza, also you can see there's a rhyming scheme: wool, pull, band, and hand. So, wool and pull they rhyme with each other, band and hand they rhyme with each other. So, this stanza talks to the reader about the kind of suffering that Aunt Jennifer is going through because of her marriage. So, she is unhappily married to the uncle, and she is even finding it very hard to do something which is very common to every woman in the 1950s in the US, to do the needlework. Because she's so afraid, she's so terrified of her husband, that she's finding it very hard to concentrate on her work. Now let us move on to the third para. When aunt is dead, her terrified hands will lie, still ringed with ordeals she was mastered by. The tigers in the panel that she made will go on prancing, proud and unafraid. So when Aunt Jennifer dies, what happens will that her terrified hands, her fearful hands, with this wedding band, with all these sufferings that she had in her life, that will lie there. That will lie there still. But that will either still with all the sufferings that she has gone through in her whole life. So ordeal is extremely severe or trying experience. So if you are going through an ordeal, it's not a good time for you. So this lifelong marriage which was so unhappy, so that is the ordeal that she went through when she was alive. But her hands were magically made these tigers. That she stitched these tigers. That she made these tigers. But after her death, also, they will go on freely, proud, and without a care in the world. So, this is a very simple poem by Adrian Rich. This stanza also, there is a rhyming pattern. Lie, by, they rhyme with each other. Made, afraid, that also rhymes with each other. Now, I hope you understood the whole of this poem and the difficult words in it. So we have some questions here. I would like to you to go through it and think about the answer. Also, I will post some questions in the Google Classroom. Okay. Thank you. Take care.